Paul spent millions on jewelry for his fights, but he also owns private jets that almost killed him, mansions with the weirdest things, and a car collection full of supercars. These are stupidly expensive things Jake Paul owns, and you'll never guess how much Jake spent on a giant robot to promote his Mike Tyson fight. This thing is like 8 feet tall, it can barely fit through doors, and he even put screens on it to show the fight. Hopefully this dude doesn't have a mechanical problem like an Iron Man.
Turn to the right.
But all that tech ain't cheap, because it came out to $200,000. That's still nothing compared to what dude spends on his vacations. But before that, we're covering his cheaper vacation, which cost him $500K. He flew out whistling diesel for a little splurge in Utah, and you know he filmed all of it, so he can make it a tax write-off. But they did some pretty insane stunts, like wake surfing at night, jet skiing, tubing, and even a giant rope swing.
See ya.
Dude even got drunk as fuck to get tossed around in a Black Hawk helicopter. He probably yacked after that. His most expensive vacation had way crazier stuff though, because it was 5 days before Floyd Mayweather fought Deji, which I still can't believe happened. What even is his timeline? But he went all out, like driving Ferraris, doing a crazy desert safari, scuba diving with a bunch of random stuff like an underwater pool table, and of course another helicopter ride. He also saw some crazy exotic animals, like goats, tigers, giraffes, and monkeys.
No, she's trying to sit on my face.
The problem child had to do some childish stuff too, like laser tag.
Yeah, I had the most kills and the best kill-death ratio, but
Not gonna lie, I'd still do some shit like that too. But everything about this vacation was crazy. Like even his hotel room was underwater, which is why the entire vacation came out to $1 million, making his two most expensive vacations worth 1.5 mil. Vacations are temporary though, and cars are forever. And just wait till you see his custom car collection. His cheapest cars aren't even cars. They're golf carts, but not these golf carts. They're mini G-Wagon golf carts, and he has 2 of them. These are way more expensive than kids' cars though. They're $25K each. He also owns a beast of a car called a Helix, which is great for off-roading and costs $85K. But he also owns a Cyber Beast Cybertruck worth 100 bands. I guess he wanted an even bigger beast though, because he decided to cop a $150,000 Ram that's 1,000 horsepower and has all the fancy gadgets. Of course, when you have the mini G-Wagons, you have to cop a real one too. So he threw down a slight $185,000 for that. But you know Jake ain't rocking with just SUVs. He's got a couple supercars too, like a $250,000 Porsche GT3 RS, which can hit 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat. He stepped it up though, with this bright blue Lamborghini Huracan Performante, which can hit 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
oh my god!
But his twin-turbo 296 GTB shits on both of those, going 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. And just for fun, he decided to match up with the Ferrari SF90 Spider. He needed at least one classy car though, so we copped a $550,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. I mean, this thing just looks presidential, but all that comes out to an estimated $2.1 million. Man spent more on cars than people make in their entire lives. So you know good guy Jake had to give away more money than that. And what better way to do that than giving away $1 million to someone addicted to gambling? Because after he launched his gambling company Better in Ohio, he decided to give away $1 million to promote it. I'm not sure if that even counts as a giveaway, since he'll make more money back. But it's not all about getting kids addicted to gambling. He also felt bad for being a bully when he was younger, and I guess that guilt was eating away at him so much that he decided to raise $1 million to the nonprofit organization called Boxing for Bullies. By the time you see this video, you'll probably know who's the bigger bully between him and Mike Tyson, but it was in good faith, and he was able to renovate and build boxing gyms all over Puerto Rico. And after his win over Tyron Woodley, he also gave away $1 million. But you will never be able to believe how much he spent on a first date, because it was more than just a little party where he filled his house with foam and had people flying around in his pool doing flips. He rented out an entire amusement park. I mean, let's be real, who wouldn't want to spend a day at an amusement park with no lines? Apparently, all this came out to $250,000, which is a lot to spend on a first date. Man, I don't know about all that. But his mansion collection, worth tens of millions of dollars, is definitely worth it, and they have some of the weirdest features I've ever seen. The first mansion he bought was in Calabasas, California, which is more commonly known as the Team 10 house. It's got the staple random-ass Bach statue thing in the front, who he calls Bob.
Good morning, Bob.
A nice outdoor lawn, pool, a hot tub, another hot tub, and because that wasn't enough, a third hot tub, but inside, he's got an elevator, gym, walk-in wine cellar, steam room, and sauna room, crazy-ass shower. It's got everything you could possibly need. He's done a ton of stunts at this house over the years. But that ain't nothing. To his most expensive mansion in Puerto Rico, dude put $2 million just into customizing it. It's got an outdoor sauna, super nice pool in the outside with a hot tub of course, and some weird-looking astronaut statue overlooking it all. I mean, I think it's dope. I bet people hitting the Zod probably geek looking at this thing. But if you go over to the front, dude is like a moat that acts as a koi pond. But as you walk into the house, you see a ton of crazy art, a bunch of different statues, and for some reason, this dude loves gorillas. Like, they're everywhere. Plus, he's got a blue canoe and a purple diamond thing. He's also got a nice-ass chessboard that he definitely doesn't know how to use.
Checkmate.
A massive 600-gallon fish tank, a swinging couch, one of the craziest shoe collections I've ever seen, an office full of his collectibles, giant TV, and a dope game room with turf, arcade games, and pool. I mean, dude even has his own studio in the crib, making the total price of this mansion come out to $20 million. And if you had the Team 10 house, that's $30 million just on mansions. And we're about to get to the chains and diamonds he owns, some of which he bought for his fight with Mike Tyson. But to fly around all these fights, he ain't flying commercial. Nah, he copped a private jet that ended up almost killing him, because this Dassault Falcon 900 got hit by Zeus. Flying to a Mike Tyson press conference, it was suddenly hit by lightning, which could have caused a critical failure. Luckily, him, his friends, the pilot, and his golden retriever were all okay. Guess that $36 million PJ can handle some clouds. And Jake might knock Mike Tyson into the clouds, since Mike is damn near 60 years old, but I doubt it. Have you seen his neck workouts? But Jake doesn't just have jewelry clowning Mike. He's got everything an everyday bro rapper could dream of. His cheapest item is a $30K Problem Child diamond and gold brass knuckles. He might need to slip those in his glove to win this fight, along with his $30K ZZ ring from the Tommy Fury fight. But he's also got enough chains to stop a bullet, like his $100,000 Sleepy McGregor chain, $100,000 Team 10 chain, and $225,000 Problem Child chain. That's not even close to what he's got on his wrist though, because he's got a $200,000 Richard Mille, $450,000 Rose Gold Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon. This dude bought a $250,000 diamond ear cover to mock Mike Tyson, and he's wearing a $7 million Jacob Itkova Bara to match it. I guess we'll see who wins.